G'day, all. Warwick Baines, the subject convener here, and welcome to ACC568, or auditing. You won't see me in your on-campus classrooms this session, but I'm the bloke responsible for setting the assessment tasks and overseeing the marking of this subject. I won't take up much of your time. This is just a short video to make sure you're ready to tackle this subject. Here's a quick checklist. Firstly, regular visits to the Interact site for this subject. Now, if you're watching, you've obviously got access to that Interact site. The key will be to visit it regularly throughout the session. It's really a one-stop shop for accessing all the resources we've put together to help you tackle this subject, and the place to interact with both your teacher and your fellow students. As an added incentive, we'll be updating the resources on this homepage regularly. Secondly, turn up to class. Make every effort to come to your classes. The stats show that those who turn up regularly generally do better. Your teacher will work hard to make your classes engaging and worth your time, but it's pretty hard to help you if you don't turn up. The third thing is the subject outline. If you've studied a subject with us before, you'll know this is the place where you go to find out about your assessment task, so I recommend you have a look at that pretty soon. Which brings me to my fourth point. One of those assessment tasks detailed in the subject outline uses a program called Peerwise, which is free to you guys, but you need to register and you need to be using it on an almost weekly basis. Although we've yet to start the session, your first few questions are going to be due pretty soon, so I recommend you get on to registering as soon as possible. One point I want to make is that when you go to comment on other questions that other students write, say something useful. Simply saying good answer will not get you the marks for that part of the subject, or that part of the assignment. And finally, to textbooks. You need to get yourself regular access to two textbooks. The 6th edition revised of Auditing Assurance Services by Gay and Simnett, which is the key companion to the online resources provided in Interact. This textbook contains many of the problem questions that are similar to the assignment and exam questions. Your lecturers will expect you to go through them in class with you because the key to this subject is applying the theory to solve problems, and that's what you'll be doing in this using this textbook, is solving problem-based questions. The most effective way to prepare for the exam and the major assessment tasks is to practice those sorts of questions. So if you can't see a textbook regularly, you're really going to be disadvantaging yourself. The other textbook is the Auditing and Assurance Handbook. This contains all the auditing standards we'll be going through in the subject over the session. Now you can bring this into the exam, but bear in mind you can only highlight, underline and tab. You can't write notes in it. Alrighty, that's it from me for now, but soon I'll be releasing a short video on things to think about for that first major assessment task. I hope you enjoy the subject as much as I do, and welcome again.